Anton Daniels, the R. Kelly of YouTube, busted for hooking up with who? Well, word on the street, and the receipts do say, or it looks like him and Mika had something going on. It just doesn't look like they were professional. Although Mika hasn't admitted any of this, she said that they were strictly professional based on the clips that we have found, what we have talked about, what we were able to find online. It does paint rather a picture that something else was going on between the two of them. But y'all ain't gonna believe what else the streets are saying. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell cause the tea don't stop.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Yes.
Now, of course, if you guys have some clips or anything you want me to check out, I do have some that I haven't had the opportunity to look at, but I wanted to get into this because I have been hearing rumors that this alleged, whatever they call this, where they hooking up with the women on the panel, allegedly that this did not just start with Anton. Word on the street, and I have heard this before, that this was something that was going on the LaPeef network. Now, if y'all familiar with the LaPeef network, that is where Anton came from. He, had something going on over there. And essentially what he did was mimic what they had going on and did it on his own channel. Now, I was able to find this on O'Shea Duke Jackson's page, but apparently he took it from a content creator by Denika Marie. Now, I have not heard of her, but from what I'm hearing from when I'm watching his video is that this is content that she shared on her channel. So shout out to her, for being the original creator, and then shout out to him because I actually got it from his channel. So we're going to get into this video, kind of react to this video. This is our boy House of Hypocrites, and let's get into what he said, y'all.
Now, I'm getting ready to get into this part of the video to where you're talking about the LaPeef situation. Do you know for a fact that they was out here cracking the on the panel? Okay, well, that's all I had. Now I'm getting ready to get into this part of the video to where you're talking about the LaPeef situation. Do you know for a fact that they was out here cracking on the panel?
Woo woo. So, that's crazy. And I'm not going to say it makes sense, but in listening to, this video, which I'll play for you all, it seems that this is something that originated from the LaPeef network. And as you guys can see, Anton ended up creating his own panel, which looks like a similar style to them. But let's get into what House of Hypocrites had to say, y'all, with regards to the LaPeef network and what was going on over there. Because what it does is it makes you wonder, oh, is that where Anton got this bullshit from?
Since like 2021, 2022, there's been a huge rumor that LaPeef and Anton were using their shows and their panels to sleep with the girls on the show. All right. It's no different than what you hear about with Fresh and Fit, but this does happen on YouTube. There is a lot of secret booty clapping that goes along.
There's a lot of secret. I don't know how I just went on mute again. So I have no idea what's going on with this secret society or the booty clappers or whatever they doing on YouTube. Just stay the hell away from me, okay? But y'all, let's get into it because House of Hypocrites is going to, I guess, you know, he was familiar with the situation. So let's get on into it, child.
I know for a fact. Let me name some names.
Wait a minute. Let's go back. He said, I know for a fact.
Man, I know for a fact.
I understand is largely true. But let's see what he said.
Man, I know for a fact.
He said he knows for a fact. Now, he didn't say allegedly. He didn't say he heard. He said he knows for a fact.
Let me name some names.
What is she looking down at?
No,
I ain't gonna do that.
No,
I ain't gonna do that.
No. Y'all so damn messy. Like I said, y'all, the men be having more
I ain't gonna dirty Mac nobody like that, but you can't. When he said the fact that I never do no, you would, man. You did your partner and business partner like that, man. That's why y'all with each other to this day.
What?
Yeah, man.
I didn't know all of that.
I did. When Anton left LaPeef and started with his own streams, More the Millionaire Morning Show, you were seeing the Q, the Island Girl, all the people that was on LaPeef.
Now, I don't know much about, you know, the transition. I just start reviewing Anton's content. It hasn't even been a year. But what I was able to realize is a lot of the content, I won't say a lot of it, but a good deal of the content that I found where, you know, Anton was cussing out the chicks, that originated from the LaPeef network. And now you can actually see that he has his own show that is similar to that LaPeef network style. So you can also LaPeef network, they had like a sponsor, I think it was called like Tinley or something like that. Anton has that same sponsorship. So it looks like what he did is he took all of the framework, whatever they did on LaPeef, and he just copied it onto his own channel.
He started coming on the Anton Daniels stuff all the time. He started going live the same time as the other guy. The other guy is from Chicago.
Now, what O'Shea is saying is that Anton duplicated their formula to the point where they were going live at the same time, which is shady as hell, especially you working with them and now you're trying to compete with that same audience.
He's from Detroit. Now, LaPeef, let's talk. I never heard him diss Anton about it. But yes, I would say Anton kind of did him dirty a little bit from what I can see.
Yeah, they did that like that.
So okay. The women on the panels.
You gotta go back some years. But now, man, I don't want to implicate nobody on the panel right now, but you gotta just pay attention to shit.
See,
he don't want to implement anybody on the panel. Maybe Island Girl Q. You know, they was telling me about Island Girl Q. They were telling me about Molly, and of course we know about Mika. But you know, what was going on over there on LaPeef Network, child? Because
See, I be giving people the benefit of the doubt because I like to place myself in certain people's shoes and say, well, if I wouldn't do that, then I don't think they would do it, you know?
I love Danica Marie.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that because word on the street is that they had some little freaky shit going on over there on the LaPeef network. And in House of Hypocrites interview that I just showed y'all, what he's gonna go into is, you know, saying the guy over there at the LaPeef network was, you know, I guess he was allegedly married and was allegedly messing around with the chicks that come on the panel.
Because
you can't think like that,
though. Get their names out there, build up their platform. You don't think that they out here, you know, popping for a platform.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
They pop for less.
He said they pop it for less. Hey, I'm gonna believe that, because at some point, ladies, y'all have to know that it's something else involved in whatever this foolery is. Okay, so hey, I guess they doing it for less.
Many women get cracked for less.
You better tell them.
Only thing you need is some McDonald's and a babysitter. It's over with.
Well, I've been coughing all day.
Please stop. Please
McDonald's and a
stop.
babysitter. It's over with. God,
We got St. Louis and Houston on the same stream. We know it's gonna be dusty.
damn. You gonna pay for my
Come on.
I'll pay for my nails.
Come on.
And didn't I say that yesterday? I think when I did a video. Why do women ask for things like getting my hair and my nails done? That is regular maintenance. You shouldn't be asking a man to get your damn hair and your nails done. That is just your regular maintenance. You should be able to do that on your own. But the fact that you're asking somebody to do your hair and nails, it really goes to show just how broke you really is.
And you would think the women that's upper echelon will require more. Man, the more
That
money,
be the cheapest.
man, when you got money, you be for free.
This is largely.
Well, I guess y'all, but you know what he's saying is they was getting it in on the LaPeef network, that the girls was doing a little bit of strange things for change is pretty much what he is saying. They were doing some strange things for change. Or no, let me not put it that way, because what he's really saying is a lot of these girls, young women, ladies, whatever you guys want to call them, they go on these platforms to kind of build up their subscriber bases. So, you know, I guess essentially they maybe lose themselves. I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy out here in these streets.
Now, it's some of them that you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to pay to play. But now when you got that paper, man, because some women just like the illusion being next to somebody that have these particular things.
Yeah,
I agree. Now, House, hear me out. I think that it's different categories of guys, right? And so I thought that Anton fell under the category of the type of guy that you just dangle at, but you never give it to him.
That part. You dangle it in his face, but just don't give it to him. That's funny. That's extremely funny. Dangle it, but just don't give it to him. Well, I guess whatever it is y'all doing, I wouldn't be able to do. Dangle or definitely give his ass nothing.
Pursuit, you know, the possibility, and that's going to keep him cashing out and doing this, that, and the third. So I put him under that category. But, you know, there are guys out there like what you are talking about, to where, no, your lifestyle, your fame, your fortune, popularity, your status is sufficient enough for me to go ahead and just give you the draws. You ain't got to pay to play.
hell yeah.
You ain't got to pay to play. Apparently, this is something that they do, I guess. Yeah, I don't know nothing about this shit. I don't know anything about going on somebody's, podcast or whatever, hoping to, get your subscriber base up. Like I told y'all, when I started, I just, produce videos. I wasn't really expecting anything and didn't expect anything. But the fact that these chicks is going on panels to get subscribers is crazy.
Anyway, so the moment that you're not warm, ain't nobody worried. Just get somebody else.
There's levels to it. So in my opinion, the reason why I was giving Mika the benefit of the doubt was for the mere fact alone that Anton is not going to be a Morris Chestnut. He's not a Chris Brown. He's not a Michael B. Jordan. He's not an Idris, So yeah, that type, you just can't pull up with and think that that's sufficient. That's going to suffice. No, you have to pay. But as I'm looking around, like you said, it's starting to be a thing to where even the quote unquote upper echelon of women they good with just clout. They good with the clout. Clout is enough. Clout is the payment. You having money is the payment. And I just can't believe this. It's getting so bad to where even the corny, they can just, because they got money and they got clout. And that's crazy. I'm not advocating for nobody to be, I don't care how much money he got, how much clout, how fine. No, have some morals, values, self-respect, class, dignity. I'm that. I operate from that. And that's why I also give grace, because I just kind of assume everybody would kind of operate from a place of righteousness. But no, that's not what I'm seeing today. That's not what I'm.
Listen, I don't know. Apparently, this is something that they're doing. I mean, and the only reason that I believe it is because we literally have been researching this for months. I mean, when I first did my first video on Anton, it was something totally different. But then as I learned that this man was married, and I start to see his interactions with Mika, which is the person that I was comparing, I was like, this is weird. And then I started to get a bunch of emails about Molly and about Island Girl Q, and then it made me realize that what I was seeing was definitely not actually that's not what a married man should be doing. So are these girls doing weird shit for subscribers? I believe so, because Mika seemed to have put so much hard work into being mentored by Anton, when all she needed to do was put that same amount of energy into her channel, and she would have way more subscribers. Because what Mika fails to realize is what worked for Anton will not work for her. For one, he is a male. He does a lot of the stuff that he puts out makes people it makes people angry. So unless she can deal with that, but she has to understand, by being a woman, her impact and what she received will not be the same that he would receive. So what works for Anton is not going to work for her. And that's anybody that does YouTube. What works for me won't work for you. You literally got to get in here, develop your own way. And even if you are doing, let's say, a news channel and you're talking about current events, you still have to have your own style. You will not be able to deliver it like Anton delivers his, or like O'Shea deliver his, or like I deliver mine. You kind of have to come up with your own way of doing it.
It's crazy,
but trying to literally jump on someone's panel, hoping that's going to grow your subscriber base. Now, it may grow your subscriber base, but are you really going to get people that's going to watch you like that? That is, going to be the problem, because, you'll get people who might subscribe, but then, they probably ain't going to watch it anyway. So is that going to help you?
That you ever seen that clip with there's that Washington said, I'm leaving here with something. Yeah. That's Anton. I don't think over the years his the persona of I can say anything, I can get anything, I'm this, the arrogance, the money, it has emboldened his confidence to actually pursue particular women and actually get these women, because he gonna cater to them, right? So if you think he cracking, it's a I say it's a 65% chance he is. I don't think these women just gonna go use and abuse him and get anything they want. That's what he do to them. It's the opposite.
What?
Right.
Now, I actually have to agree with that, because think about it. These women are looking to build their platforms. They're looking at him like, dang, and I'm sure I'm sure he's showing them like his bank accounts, his deposits, because he's done it on live before. So if he will go onto a video and live and show random strangers, look at my deposit, I'm sure he showed them. So they're thinking that at some point he's going to show me how to get to where he is, which there is no playbook to that. The only thing you can do is work hard, develop your own, your own niche, or however, I said niche, in how you develop your content. But the way that Anton got it is not going to work for you. Like, you literally have to get here on YouTube, produce videos, and then at some time, you may have to switch up your content. But thinking that you're going to come on here and do something that somebody else did and it's going to work out for you exactly how it worked out for them, yeah, it don't work like that. It simply does not work like that. So do I believe that, these women may think that, they're going to come up with something? I think so. And it don't happen.
Getting used and abused by women.
No.
Most definitely not.
No.
He got the keys.
You're not. It's not uncommon to think that.
Yeah, it's most definitely the opposite. He not getting used and abused by women.
No.
Most definitely not.
No.
He got the keys.
Definitely.
He got the keys to the vehicle.
He got the keys because he's the bag chaser. He's showing his income. He's showing how.
And didn't I just say that he shows his income? I know that Anton shows his income because I don't remember if it was a live or a video, but I remember him showing, and I want to say Chase, I could be wrong, but he had how you can bring up I can go on my mobile phone and, log into my bank account and I can turn it to the camera. That is exactly what Anton does. So I'm sure if he would log into his bank account and show the camera, he would log in, it's going to say YouTube or something like that. And then he going to show these girls, they're going to be geeked thinking that they're going to get this large deposit, which you have to understand. Anton said he's been on here for 13 years. If he's been doing this for 13 years, you will not in year one do what Anton doing. You are not a superstar. You ain't a movie star. You ain't a celebrity. You have to work to build up your platform. And as I said before, the more that you put out, it works to your benefit. But of course, you have to, develop the content around whatever your schedule is.
How you supposed to do it? So if you want that knowledge, you're gonna chase.
But you got to think about this. You haven't really seen Anton get a big name woman that have our own going on to be consistently on his panels. Everybody is a beautiful woman that's up and coming. Somebody that would need him. Somebody that would need that attention. Somebody that need that exposure. You can't name one.
Nope. That's
very true. You can't name one because she don't exist. I even went back and looked up a few names that was on that panel. They don't really have any subscribers on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, nowhere. So they're still in the very, very small subscriber count. And it's crazy because if you've been working with Anton, what really did he teach you? Because you're still, you could have did this on your own.
Important.
It's been a lot.
He leverages his money, his clout, and everything in order to reel in beautiful women who are up and coming, who have the dream to be at the status and level that he's at.
Most definitely.
That part. That's it. That's all. He reels in these nice, cute, whatever he calls them, women, which kind of reminds you of R. Kelly, right? Because what R. Kelly, they said he was doing is, getting these women who wanted to pursue these singing careers. However, they never, they ain't getting nothing. Okay. They was getting something, but it wasn't what they wanted. So Anton getting these women, making them think that he's going to help them. If y'all remember, Mika said one of the things that she liked about Anton was when she came to visit him, how much he worked and how he was showing her so many things. And she says, oh, nobody would ever show you that information because they're afraid that you would take their jobs. But yet Anton showed you all this information, but yet none of it worked for you, ma'am.
Okay. It's evident though, because I was looking at that. I'm like, okay, I can name names that had platforms, but it may not have been what his shit is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody on his panels can rival what he does.
That is
Nobody on his panel is even remotely, not even a little bit, to where he is. So it's like Anton is bringing these girls on, lying, giving them DICK, you know, that's what he giving them. Because, you know, I guess they hope or think that at some point that, you know, they're going to get to where he is. Isn't that crazy that you would really think that and believe that, you know, you need to go to somebody's house or you need to do, that's weird. But this is what I'm learning, you know. Now, House of Hypocrites pretty much said that he knew firsthand that this was happening on the Lapeef network, which again, that's where Anton started. And even, you know, House of Hypocrites said how Anton did them over there over on Lapeef, only to start his own channel and do the same fuckery on his channel with these same chicks. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Anton Daniels, the R. Kelly of YouTube, busted for hooking up with, totally unbelievable. Y'all know where to send y'all clips to. It is in my bio, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop.